How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with another mystery beer. The big blue painter tape mystery beer. Those are the best kind of mystery beers. This comes courtesy of Tom. Thank you very much, dude. He sent me a big old box of New Hampshire scent. Not necessarily the beers being from New Hampshire. Beers mailed from New Hampshire. Mystery. Hopeful goodness. This is a little 12-ounce jammer that he sent me. Don't get a lot of the 12-ounce variety in the mystery beer series, so I'm kind of excited to dig into it. Let's see what's what. Typical, fantastical mystery wrapping. Give her a crack, see what she's got. 12-ounce can. Looks like a relatively hazy beer. What pops into my mind? First things first. Maybe a double IPA. Could be single IPA, could be a sour for all I know. But a hazy 12-ounce can, I kind of think Hill Farmstead right off the bat, but we're going to find out. Let's see. Index finger, just over an index, or a pinky finger of infinite creaminess. Off-white head, just south of khaki. Pretty uniform bubbles. It's got a nice haze to her. You can get a little bit of color through, especially in this kind of beacher glass. It's not too thick. So she's hazy for sure, but not uber hazy. Let's put it that way. Get a nose on her. Yeah, I mean, literally, it's that whole preconceived notion of mystery beers. When you go into them, you don't know much of anything, but sometimes you get a little bit of clues here and there. I'm going Society and Solitude on this one. That's what I'm getting kind of in the nose, getting a nice, rich, fluffy, powdery greenness with a big melon component with a little bit of soft kind of tropical fruits. Yeah, she smells like a big hazy. 7%, 8% Imperial IPA, give or take. Let's dive in. Cheers. Ooh. Yeah, there's a nice big, huge, big kind of melon, papaya thing going on there. So big tropical fruits, that green that's in there comes off quite nice. It's not over the top, super danky, crazy weediness, but it's a nice powdery, like I said, kind of fluffy, powdery kind of greenness to it. Really a little bit sweeter than Bettering, but there is enough for a kind of perceived kind of balance to it, even though it's not uber balanced. A bit dry on the finish. Not super crazy dry, but enough to make you want to go back for more. Really nice. The sweetness just stops close, short of being candied, but ends up being a nice kind of juxtaposition, the way that kind of green comes off. I like the way that fluffy green works. I like the way that's almost candied kind of sweetness works. And that tropical fruit, whole melon kind of thing going on, combined with that fluffy greeniness and a really nice creamy, not super dense, not super fluffy, but nice creamy kind of mouthfeel. I dig it. It's super tasty beer. This is a Society and Solitude. This is what number? I don't know. It kind of tastes a little bit similar to some of the ones I've had, so I don't know what's come out recently. It's like a 6 or a 7 or something like that. That's what I'm guessing, especially with the can size of a can. This kind of beer coming out of this kind of can, that's what you're getting here. So Hill Farmstead, one of the Society and Solitude series. Let's find out which number it actually is. There you go. 6. Again, that's the whole kind of preconceived notion when it comes to this. It almost immediately, when you jump off on one of these hazies in a 12-ounce can, my mind is almost immediately going to go to Hill Farmstead. That being said, I have had this beer like 3 days ago, so I'm a little bit in tune with it, so it's a little bit easier for me to go there. But it's still a tasty beer to kind of dive into. While they're, how do I put it this way? Their hazy beers are very distinctive. Sure, it's sometimes easy to call out some of the bigger boys, whether it be your Tree Houses of the world. Trillium can be a little bit harder for me because I think some people get a little bit closer to Trillium. You know, Hop Butcher would be one. They're very distinctive, and I think the Society and Solitude series from Hill Farmstead is one of those very distinctive beers. So if it was in a 16-ounce can, I wouldn't have said it because they just don't put them in those. So is it more kind of the dog wagging the tail, or the tail wagging the dog when it comes to like me guessing what it is? I don't know, but I would have liked to think I would have guessed it, even if it was like put in a 12 ounce or 16 ounce can for whatever reason. But yeah, it's a super tasty beer. I believe I recorded a review for this. Almost positive I did. Like I said, I had it the other day. I had 6 and 7. I don't know which one. I recorded one, I believe, and the other one I didn't do a video on. Or I might have did both, to be perfectly honest with you. If I did, I'll put it up the same day as this one. Just give it a couple hours for people to kind of get into it, and I'll kind of just pop it up there. But yeah, super tasty beer. Their whole series works for me. Sometimes you get a little bit too, that kind of candied sweetness gets a little bit too out of control with some of these SNS series, but all in all, it's always pretty much a fantastic beer. Is it one of the better Imperial IPAs, double IPAs that I've had as of late? Yeah, they actually are. I do like some that skew a bit better for me, but this is definitely worthy of being in the conversation. Value and availability, their pricing is usually pretty good. You know what I mean? It's usually not all that expensive for like, I forget the last pricing I got for these when I was up there on my honeymoon, but it wasn't that bad. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like big hazy IPAs, they're going to skew a little bit more sweet than bitter, even though you're going to get that bittering component, and you just like a really well-made beer, because that's essentially what you get lock, stock, and barrel every single time with Hill Farmstead. Nothing's going to leave there that's kind of subpar. So if you like good beer, you like the hazies, this is going to do you proper. So there you go. Another mystery beer in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice Hill Farm right now. And hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.